yesterday, I got to give him a C minus because it wasn't great.
Right.
It was, by his standards, pedestrian because it looked like to me, what did he rush for? He wound up running 9 times for 27 yards. That's 3 yards a carry.
Right.
There was one play where he started to break it up the middle on a scramble, and he saw some potential conflict coming, and he just said, I'm out. And he just went down at the line of scrimmage.
Smart.
Okay? I believe Coach Belichick has been in his ear. We just don't need to do that because you're not going to make it through the year.
Correct.
What happened in Carolina, you quote-unquote died for the cause.
He did.
Their cause, not your cause.
Right.
And in the end, you took way too much punishment, and it's not worth it. It's not going to get you home.
Right.
It's not going to get you where we need
Correct.
for you to take us.
Correct.
Okay? So he's not going to do what he did in game 1, in week 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Correct.
Okay, so his QBR throwing the football, it also includes running, but mostly throwing, was 27. That was the 3rd worst QBR of the whole weekend. Okay? What happened was, to your point, the Raiders just looked tired to me from the start because they had to fly across country after a big emotional home win in a short week, and they didn't look ready to play.
That 10 a.m. wake up. That 10 a.m. clock.
It's 10 a.m. And the Patriots shocked me because they ran wild on them. They ran for 250 yards. So Cam was only the team, and obviously Cam was 3 of 11 on third, as you point out, and it didn't matter because everybody, every carry is getting loose. Sony Michel was getting loose, and especially Rex Burkhead was getting loose. And I never thought I would see the day when Rex Burkhead would take over a whole game. Because if you look at this, Rex Burkhead, he carried it 6 times for 49 yards, but guess who had the most targets? Well, this is Brady-esque, right? He threw it to Rex Burkhead 10 times. He caught 7 for 49 more yards. And remember the swing pass that he took up for a touchdown? This is vintage Rex Burkhead. This is something now. This is the Rex Burkhead I knew from Plano High School in Dallas, Texas, when he was running wild on the whole Metroplex. This is Nebraska Rex Burkhead, right? What a play that is. And I said, where did he come from?
That's normally James White play, Skip.
Yeah, it is. James, obviously, God bless him and his family.
And they say they're dedicated.
They're dedicated.
Right.
Okay, so to me, they showed you their formula. This is how they're going to do it. They're going to play defense. They're going to cover you. They don't rush the passer great, but they cover you like they might have the best back end in football.
Right.
Because it's just hard to get loose. And I knew what was going to happen to Darren Waller after his Monday night extravaganza.
Coach Belichick ain't going to let that happen.
He just said, no, you can't have him. And it took him forever just to get him 1 ball, but they threw him 4 balls, and he caught 2 for 9 yards.
Right.
And those were late in the game.
Right.
When it was out of control.
Right.
Okay? So it was like, okay, Derek Carr, you got to find somebody else.
Okay, now we're going to take Waller away. Okay, who you going to go to now?
Yep.
You want Zay Jones? You want Hunter Renfro? You want Jalen Richard? You want Nelson Aguilar? You could have anybody else other than him.
Yep. And too many times Derek Carr would look and look for Waller, and now the clock's running, and somebody's going to get a hand on you.
Yes.
So it was beautiful game plan, but predictable by Coach Belichick.
Right.
But I still say the schedule only gets tougher. Now, Kansas City obviously has a huge game tonight, and then they're going to have a short week to get ready. But Cam and company then go to Kansas City next Sunday.
Right.
Then they got a breather at home against the Broncos. We're going to talk about them versus Brady in a few minutes, what's left of your Broncos. But then it goes 49ers, who are still very dangerous. Then they have to go to Buffalo, to the Jets, who look like hapless. But then they got Baltimore, at Houston, Arizona, the 2 LA teams. There's some hard games.
Houston, Skip, I don't know about Houston. I don't know how much.
Down there?
Yeah, Bill O'Brien is. And Skip, before we go, and I know it doesn't have anything. Skip, how good a coach is Kyle Shanahan? He got 300 yards out of Nick Mullins.
It's pretty good.
I mean, you think about it.
It's a big time.
Because you remember when Jimmy Garoppolo went down, Skip?
But we've seen that from that kid before.
Yes.
No. I think he's a better passer than Jimmy G is.
I was like,
yeah. I agree.
I guess those wind sprints for the Giants ain't working, huh? Maybe they need a tougher talking to. Hey, Pat Hamlin, I'm talking to you. You know, you jumped on Twitter, jumped on my timeline and had something snide to say. I guess you need to run more wind sprints.
Who is this?
The Giants PR guy, panhandling.
Oh, I know Pat.
Yeah.
He used to be at the University of Oklahoma.
Yeah. He jumped on my timeline with something snide to say. Yeah, more wind sprints. Need to run a little more.
Okay. Well, fire back.
I wouldn't want to say anything to you in terms of
I see everything.
working out.
I see everything.
Yeah, you don't miss a beat. Guys, this one, hard for me. The Packers, they look so good. And I have to admit it. Are we seeing the best version of Aaron Rodgers yet? That is next.
I saw a different game.